You clicked on this video because deep down you know you're not tired from creating. You're tired from the chaos that is wrapped around your creativity. And that's why creators burn out long before they ever do anything big. Today I want to take you into a real conversation, not some surface level take breaks and self-care crap advice, but actual concrete reasons creators disappear, lose momentum, take months off, or quit entirely. And I'm going to break it down for you in 3 simple points based in performance psychology, system design, and the reality of what creators are dealing with day by day, as well as the solution that you need to implement to create the life you desire. And I was surprised by the last one. I learned the most, and I think it is the most important reason creators do burn out. So stick around so you have a chance to defeat it. I'm Billy, and I help creators build the life they want by creating a system that makes consistency feel effortless, and that there's devotion to who you are, not just a discipline. And it's not because you're grinding harder or forcing your discipline or trying to be motivated, but because you finally have the structure your brain has been begging for. And if you've ever felt like you should be further ahead, but you keep getting stuck in that same cycle of burnout, breaks, and resets, this is the video that finally explains why you feel the way you do. Stick around to the end, because if you don't understand it, you will repeat this burnout cycle over and over again. Reason number 1 is you start every day at 0. Most creators wake up and instantly fall into the mental chaos. Before you've even made breakfast, your brain is trying to solve 100 problems. What do I film? What do I post? Is this a good idea? Should I switch niches? Should I batch create? Well, I didn't script out anything. Should I edit that video? Is this a dead trend? I'll just create videos. How do I create my own style? What's my filming schedule? Why am I creating 10 videos? It's like forcing your brain to rebuild an entire business plan every morning. That's not creativity, that's cognitive torture. When your day starts in chaos, your energy is gone before you create anything. You're exhausted because you're working too hard. You're exhausted because your brain is fighting the battle it was never designed to win. Decision overload kills creativity long before you ever sit down to create. The way to overcome this is preparation. Build out a content strategy and keep track of your content pillars. I use Notion for all of my content. I come with ideas, I know which pillar it's in, I have the script, the thumbnail ideas, research, shot list, editing checklist, everything in one place, so when I need to film, I know exactly what I'm going to film. Reason number 2 is you're focusing on the wrong tasks. This can be the silent killer behind every burnout cycle. You spend too much time on the things that aren't going to move you forward. Most of these tasks fall into a few categories: consuming more than creating, chasing trends you don't even care about, trying to get the perfect video, comparison to people who are further along than you, not giving the time to actually see what will work, getting stuck in the making a plan but never executing, focusing on the gear rather than your skill set. There are so many more that you can fall into. We've all done one or multiple of these throughout our career, but what actually resolves this? I go back to what Steve Jobs used to do. It's called signal to noise ratio. So what you're going to do is you're going to take all of the tasks that you have to do in a day, and you're going to narrow it down to the top 3 to 5 things that are actually going to move the needle forward. Those are the signal, and the rest is the noise, and you throw that aside. You need to do this every single day. This helps you narrow down what actually matters, and eventually you will stop trying to focus on the noise, and then the signal tasks will become way more obvious in your mind. It takes some discipline, but it is very worth it. The reason why the last point is the most important is because it takes some self-reflection. You have to be deeply honest with yourself. And the last reason creators burn out is you do everything based on feeling. It's simple to talk about, but it's a lot harder to get rid of. You let emotions decide what actions you take or don't take. You let comparison creep in. You stop working on a project because you don't feel like it. Or you let the party that your friends are going to become more important because you would rather not miss out than build the life that you've dreamed of. Man, that's so hard. Getting out of your feelings is the hardest thing a creator will face, but here is how you defeat this one. You set a plan first and you execute on it regardless of your feeling. What does that look like? If you say, I'm going to release 3 videos a week for a whole year, then you do it, even if that means missing out on the fun to complete it. Even more simple, if your goal is to work out 4 days a week, you make it happen. Even if you're sick, even when you're traveling, there is no excuse that you can give to not get it done. It's not only discipline, the practice, but it is the devotion, which is the loyalty to who you are or trying to build. It's a simple concept, but taking action behind it is hard. I want to give you a cheat code for becoming devoted to who you want to become. I call it floor and ceiling. We go back to the workout example. You want to work out 4 days a week. The ceiling is a 2-hour workout with the cold plunge before and the sauna afterwards. It's the maximum effort you can give, and your floor is 20 push-ups. Both are important to building who you want to become, because sometimes 20 push-ups is all you can do, and that is the best effort you can give. It is time to build what I like to call a system of focus. Having one turns an overwhelmed creator into an unstoppable one. I'm Billy, your architect of focus, and I'm going to help you build the person you truly want to become.